Alright, just in case. Is everybody in? Yes, no? Wow, I can't hear anybody. Hold on. Nope. It's probably the way I have this thing set up. Okay. Nope. Still nothing.
Still nothing.
Oh, I lied.
Yeah,
Sweet. Okay. Sorry, guys.
you're fine.
Okay. I'm still streaming, so that's good. Okay. So let's yeah, let's talk. All right. So, did we decide on what we wanted to do for uh the signal, quote unquote, for the enemies being shot? Knockback. I know, Kaz, you said something about a sound.
Yeah, I made a hit marker sound.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, a little jolt would be nice.
Mhm.
I don't know if it would be easy to just like add a little teeny impulse on them.
Okay.
Yeah, I can try messing with the projectile to get that in.
Okay.
Just to make them kind of like stutter.
Mhm.
Not like a lot, but just enough to get that feedback.
It has the impulse.
Not enough to make them
Not
move in any way, I guess.
I guess also not enough to the point where he realized, because I know what you're saying. They get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, but I don't think he caught that. So we got to do something more standoutish.
By the way, was it just me, or did it look like the AI were making weird pathing decisions when he was playing it?
I think that's their current flakiness going on,
Okay.
where they just
Yeah,
randomly
kind of.
decide to go back to patrolling.
Yeah, I was really.
If you stand perfectly still, which you actually can't do anymore, Kaz fixed the damage thing. They will like walk up to you, punch you, and then just kind of wander off.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that. I played through. Okay, cool. Now, do we want to do that for the range viruses too, or no? Because they're like so big.
Yeah, I don't know that moving them
I think as long as you have some sort of sound, something to let people know that you hit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like Kaz and I were kind of tossing around the idea of having like an impact decal, so like when you shot them, like you would see the effect.
Mhm.
Um, we'll have to see if that's feasible.
Okay.
So that's a possibility as well.
Cool. Sprint option, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay.
You can do it.
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to implement because all the basic character movement setup is already there. So you're just actively messing with the speed variable
Mhm.
with a
Okay.
key binding. So
Okay. We're not keeping floating any pickup.
No.
For the record.
Thank God.
I don't, like I said, I don't think he realized that that was a happy accident. But I know the change that Michelle made today as far as the gray out goes works phenomenally. I know it's not pushed yet, but if you go to the assets folder,
Yeah. The assets are pushed. Everyone has access to them, but you have to physically place them in the level because I didn't
Yes.
push the level.
they're not in
The old
level.
pickups are still there.
But I did notice that they all work phenomenally, so that's pretty much fixed.
I'm waiting for him to do a review on our beta and say that he doesn't like the new pickup. I will cry.
I'll probably say something to him and be like, that was an accident. They weren't supposed to do that. You're not just going to have pickups floating around the entire level. I made a note of this. It wasn't something he said, but this is just something that I noticed. Not as much for the first one, but for the second and third range viruses, they are projectile viruses, whatever you want to call them. You're still able to kill them from far enough away where they don't fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the
The hit.
the amount of time that they can live for.
Okay. Somebody's playing right now. I can hear it.
The amount of time it can live for
Yeah, because you have a destroy actor set on time, right?
on the projectile,
On the
but you should just
projectile virus?
increase. No, the projectile. You should increase the range at which it triggers. It sees you.
That's what I'm That's what I'm saying.
either that or decrease the range on the gun.
It
Yeah,
is already at half, but even then, you're going to be able to. I would just try tweaking the range on the virus itself.
Yeah.
Tweaking the range of the virus itself is easy enough.
Okay.
Because it feels good on the melee viruses, so I would just use that same collision size.
Yeah. Because like I said, the first one he triggered. But the second and third one, he could clearly stand back far enough where he could kill them where not a single projectile wasn't fired.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Did
he only got
anybody-
hit by the
Sorry.
first one because he didn't know what it did.
Yeah. But see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he had to get close enough in order to trigger it. But with the other two, after that first one, it's like, okay, I know that it's going to throw something at me.
Yep.
Could anybody pick up what he meant by the turning?
No, I have no idea.
So I guess none of you have experienced where, like, if you press up against something like a melee,
Mhm.
or if you turn, and it's kind of like it just randomly happens, like the camera just drops.
Really?
I
And it
have
will-
encountered that, yes, because when I was testing the map, that was happening quite frequently. Where I'd get to a certain corner or that seemed to happen when there was like dips in the floor, where the camera would suddenly, dip down into the floor essentially, or go to the side and do something weird with the camera.
Kaz, can I ask? I've never seen the spring arm situation before.
The what?
Can you
The-
explain what that is?
The spring arm is designed to always stick to the character.
Okay.
So when you turn, it follows with it. So if you keep the camera there and you tell the character to turn left,
Yeah.
when the character turns left, he's gonna keep going left, but the camera's always gonna look straight.
Okay.
This will keep it with the camera itself.
If
Well,
you
the
can,
spring arm shouldn't be
we'll-
having any issues because, as he said, it is directly tied to the character. And what I'm guessing is happening is the character is probably, for some reason or another, and you can't see it because you're in first-person view, is probably syncing or glitching like partially through objects, and that's what's causing
Yeah.
the camera to flip.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
You could-
I only asked because I'd never seen that used before. And so I
Yeah.
didn't know if it had some kind of feature that might make it kind of drift.
Yeah, because that's how I was actually able to glitch through the wall. Before that had gotten fixed, was I was abusing the camera to snap around through the wall, and then it was kind of dragging the character for some reason, and I was able to actually push the character through the wall as a result. So I'm guessing that it goes both ways, where the character's probably hitting some sort of glitch within the map environment, and it's syncing or snapping in a way that is unpredictable.
So,
Okay.
Dean, I think I can actually get you to reproduce it. If
Sure.
you want to see it.
Yeah, I'm opening. What the hell is this called? Unreal right now.
I will not run the game. Don't worry. Nobody has to listen to it.
I actually turned the volume all the way down.
So when you get in, run to a wall, put your back to it, and like move the camera around and like
And
look
start
around.
dancing. Okay.
Yeah.
Deal. All right.
I'd be curious to see if it continues to happen if we literally just made a box out of static mesh cubes and put the character in there.
It shouldn't.
Mm.
And because it
Because
may be landscape related.
Yeah, the issue we're having is, and this is why, like when I design stuff, I tend not to use planes, is because the material is way too thin, and that's how you're actually able to look through walls. Is the plane is not physically thick enough, and the camera is able to pass by before it encounters enough resistance to stop. So if we were to convert all of these to static meshes, that problem should disappear, because it will just have to add a thickness to whatever we do.
Shit.
So that's one thing.
Hold
It doesn't
on.
look like you're getting what I'm getting. If you run to the ramp.
Oh. Never mind.
He's got to take it to the ramp first.
So do that same thing, but against the ramp.
Okay.
Did we ever take off the damage modifier that we had altered?
It was set at 20.
Okay.
I'm in the wall.
Look down at the floor. Sorry about the delay.
Yeah, just kind of look around a little bit.
Because like if I put my butt against
Ooh.
it, I can
It
look down
dipped.
and I'm literally ground level.
Yep.
And
It
yeah,
just
you'll
did it.
suddenly jump.
I'm in here.
Yep, there we are.
And then if I go out and I go back in. Oh.
Yep.
So I think what's happening is since there's planes being used for the landscape, it's actually allowing the model to physically drop.
Gotcha.
And I think that's what we're actually impacting with. So, if we were to switch these all to static meshes and just make larger static meshes, I am fairly certain that would resolve all those problems related to that.
Is that little tick thing the noise you added, Kaz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about at least changing the noise to make it something that fits the level more.
Mhm.
But it was just right now the sound is just a placeholder to prove that it works, that the coding works.
For the
What's that?
record, I'm not sure
Why-
how I just died.
Yeah. Why did you just die?
Was it a small little virus?
That should not. Hey, like there's no way for that to happen.
Not
Aside from
anymore.
Literally the code completely breaking. Which I guess. Yeah.
I don't know how you died.
There's no way that should have just happened.
We have to link up the debug codes again.
When's the last time you pulled?
20 minutes ago.
Can you get a pill real quick?
I mean, Vicodin or Oxycontin?
Anybody?
Oh, that's a battery.
I was gonna make a joke.
Wrong
No,
way.
not.
Nope.
Blink.
Nice. That white sheen is gone. I just wanted to see that.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. I haven't done my thing yet. Okay.
What thing? Oh, that thing.
Sorry.
Meanwhile.
I almost wonder if because he was messing around with trying to get through the environment, the game crashed.
Hmm.
Because it didn't know how to handle
I
what was going on.
I saw his health ticking down.
I did
Oh,
too.
was it? Okay.
Yeah. That's what I was more concerned about, is that my health ticked.
Could you
That's really
do
interesting.
do me a favor?
Yep.
Could you restart
Yeah.
and get to the point where you're at the end of the ramp before the jump and there are viruses on the other side?
Yeah.
And don't kill them.
Wait a minute. Like, I can't kill these ones?
Kill those. Just don't kill the ones that are on the isolated platform.
Okay. There's only one, so don't kill
Yeah.
that one. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, my auto aim.
Your aim is improving.
No, it's not.
Well, your aim is. It's just that the game got a little bit harder on you.
Good. I don't feel half as bad now.
Do you think that potentially the virus fell down from the ramp?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Oh!
Maybe we just didn't see it. It was behind him, you know?
It's
Mhm.
possible.
So I want you to just stand at the edge.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like I still have to fix that problem.
We'll see. Why did that happen?
So, I saw you raise the acceptance radius, Kaz.
Yeah, but this portion right there.
His health is ticking. Look at that.
Yeah, that portion right there is about a 800 unit gap, and the gap that I increased is only at 100 max. So even with the gap increase, that shouldn't happen.
And we should still have my failsafe for that. Because I put in literally just a manual distance check.
I might have taken that out when I did the acceptance radius. I can put it back in.
Sure. Yeah, no, so when we ran into that issue with that virus doing that, I got it to print out the distance whenever it hit you, and it was even with an acceptance radius of 35, it was getting hits at like huge amounts.
Yeah, I'll put that back in because that should fix that problem.
Yeah, did I share with you guys why that was?
No, I never actually knew what the.
So I brought it up to the professor because I just couldn't figure out what the heck. Because it is reaching the end of the navigation mesh, it's calling that a success. It's saying I've gone as far as I can go, so I've reached my
so it's
destination,
triggering-
even
yeah.
though. So it thinks, like, even though it didn't reach you, it thinks that it's reached as far as it can. So then it triggers
Because
a success.
it's reached
And,
that limit. Gotcha.
yeah, and that success
That's-
is read as a hit.
That's interesting. I mean, you should have a way to call the playable character's location, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Command for that.
Yeah, literally what I did is I got the player's location, I got the virus's location, subtract them, and then get that length.
Great.
And
Yeah.
that's the distance, and it
Okay.
works great.
Yeah.
I did think
Yeah.
it might have been a little small because I felt like after I did that, I was kind of scraping past melee viruses without getting hit,
hmm
and maybe that number needed to go up a little bit. But we'll see.
Yeah, here, I'll start doing that now.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a previously fixed problem. Kaz.
I think okay. So back to the notes of the video. Um, I think I wrote this twice, but I just put more interaction when the player shoots and hits. So I'm assuming that tick noise. We'll just count that, and maybe a possible
Yeah,
knockback.
I think we're gonna investigate.
Okay. Landscape's gone. Static mesh. That's like the biggest thing.
Yeah, and along with that, creating static meshes will, be able to add a bit more of a theme to it, as well as those
Mm-hmm.
arteries and capillaries. What we could always do too is convert the entire lower floor to kind of like a water particle.
Mm.
That way, the whole floor is basically like oozing with the blood that's cut out.
Because then you could have like splashy footsteps.
Yeah, instead of having to design a specific pool, you could just
Yeah.
convert the entire bottom, and that would save probably more effort in the creation process than anything else.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would be about doing that, which we already kind of know because the teacher did a
Yeah, because then all you gotta do is take that
thing.
water and just convert it to, red.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Okay. I actually have like all of that. I did. Landscape's gone. You need static mesh. Need more of a theme. Arteries, capillaries, which is one of our 4 or 5 required things that we need to have anyways.
Kind of, because we have the
Pool.
jump pads.
Yeah, and the teleporters.
So jump pads, if we need to, they can knock capillaries out. If we can't do that.
That's true. Pool of blood, water particle. I think I just wrote that down. Melee virus model needs more detail. Corbett remade the virus. Score. We need scoring.
Okay, here's my thing. He explicitly said at one point, end game or scoring.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
and he also said that we didn't. He did make a note of score, but he also said that the game, the way we have it designed, is to reach the end. So
Sweet.
is a
And
score absolutely necessary? Not really.
Yeah,
Nope.
especially if we ended up having some kind of boss encounter. That's obviously end game.
Okay.
That's very much that's the goal of the game.
Okay.
Though something that might be nice to add to the HUD is when you pick up the, and it's just something I kind of thought of, is when you pick up that antivirus,
Mhm.
to have a physical timer display or something, so that the player actually understands the duration of their, of that ability.
Yeah, I can do that. That's
Uh,
super easy.
Okay, because does the damage that you take, does that alter the timer as well?
So
Or is
the
it just-
the timer is totally static. The timer is 20
Okay.
seconds from the moment that the antibodies activate. They will
Yes.
then disappear, regardless of how many hits you've taken or whatever.
Gotcha.
But then it also obviously deactivates after all the antibodies are gone.
Would it be possible to also incorporate then a pop-up bar with the timer that displays the antibody health, or something along that line, so that there's a good physical representation, not a physical representation, but you do have some sort of representation to know,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
long, a good judgment of how long you have, not just in terms of time, but
yeah. When I initially did them, I wanted them to be more circling in front of the player, but I couldn't get that to look good.
Yeah.
And obviously I do know it's kind of hard to count them as they're spinning around you to know as they're despairing.
Yeah, and that it looks really cool, but yeah, as you said, it's just very hard to look over and physically count the number.
Yeah, I could even understand someone going through and not even noticing that they're disappearing as they're taking damage. I feel like that could easily get missed.
Especially as we progress into the levels, and if the virus numbers or anything increase, you're definitely not going to be able to stare at them for a long period of time.
What you're saying is super doable, and I am immediately thinking of ideas for it, and I will work on that.
Look at the chat. I gave you the idea.
Mer?
I want the star theme to be the timer.
Get out.
Please?
Yes, son of a.
Rude. It was just a thought.
Sorry, I'm trying to test something and it's very difficult to do at
Okay.
the moment.
Michelle, what are you thinking though, in all seriousness, for the, I guess, notification system?
Oh, do you actually want to know what I'm thinking? Because I mean, I was just gonna like mock it up and show you guys, 'cause, you know, describing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, describing it now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, well, no, I was just like, I get like you. I did that to you earlier. Like, I gave you two options, and you said, yeah. Anyway, so like the health meters are progress bars.
Yep.
And I already have a way to reference each individual antibody.
Okay.
So what I could do is basically have what would appear like a split health bar
Okay. Sorry.
with each antibody having an individual piece.
Sweet.
And then as
Oh,
they
okay.
get hit, each
Those
section of
pieces.
it would blank.
Hell yeah. I like
That's
that.
So it would be kind of like a. Let me just sketch it.
So each individual antibody has its own independent health. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Like it wouldn't go down like, you know, because they take one hit. So
Yeah.
although actually that's not entirely true. They're only not true in gas. Gas, they do take damage.
One question I had is with the health system that you want to implement with the bars. I imagine that each antibody will, as you said, each antibody will have its own essentially like progress bar for its health. So if it takes a hit, say like the one that's in the middle takes a hit, is the middle health bar just going to disappear, and you're going to end up with a health bar, quote unquote, that's going to be chunked then into two pieces?
Uh,
How? Go ahead.
I'm literally just gonna, oh God, what am I doing?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you can ask a question while I mock up what I'm thinking.
In regards to the health bars per antibody, is there a way that you would be able to make it so that each antibody, as they rotate, shows the health bar over the top of them?
I know that you can do that. That would
still think
be really distracting, I think.
Yeah, I think that would
Okay.
be still not solving the exact issue of being able to tell how much you have overall at a quick glance, because then you'd actually have to specifically look at each antibody as it's rotating around you,
That's true.
which might be a little distracting. Wait, so you do have a have each of the antibodies? Could you make a just a variable for the HUD that stores the total health of all your antibodies, and instead of having each individual displayed, you do have it, chunked, but you're just going to subtract off of whichever one is, furthest to the right instead, based off of the total. That way, you're always subtracting from the bar at a
Yeah.
similar way.
Yes. Because actually because I assume we're gonna get a gas function back into the game. It's not in there right now, but I'm sure that's gonna come back somehow. And that actually does build up damage against the antibodies. So yeah, it could be all one, or it could be like individual, like kind of like that. Like, and that representing, one gone. And it didn't make 10, but leave me alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like you could totally do that and still use like a large variable, and just have like essentially like a check where it's like, okay, if you've lost this much, go ahead and just make that progress bar go away.
Yep.
You can still implement the parts. I just think it might be easier to manipulate the progress bars with one massive variable versus all those individual ones.
Yeah, and I have a variable that would fit.
Oh, awesome.
Because there's actually there's 10 antibodies, and then there's an antibody handler, and he handles all of the data and manages all of
Oh, cool. Okay, so you can just pull it straight from the handler.
Yep.
Great.
I think Corbett fell asleep.
Still here.
He's been very quiet.
Working.
Oh well, excuse me. I'll whisper.
But I can play around with that and send you guys some ideas.
Nope.
Mm,
Awesome. Okay. A couple other things that I noted. That was I don't think it was mentioned, but something that we said like yesterday, I think. We gotta figure out the knockback from the range virus because it's ridiculous.
Did
I
you
already, I
try?
already said I know how to fix that.
Oh, all right.
Well then.
Yeah, when we first brought it up, I said something about that. Because I just
Is-
gotta slow down the projectile speed. Because it's going a bajillion miles an hour right now.
Okay,
We don't listen to each other.
However,
that works, right?
however, if we're putting, depending on how the projectile works,
Mhm.
oops, I messed up. We might have to, if me extending the range,
Mhm.
I'll probably have to speed up the bullet, which will give greater impact.
Ah. I see.
However, I think gravity might be affecting that particular projectile. If it is, actually, I can check right now.
Okay. Sorry.
Holy crap.
What?
Because if, what?
Corbett just posted a picture in level design.
Oh. That's crazy.
I don't like it.
How did you do that?
Static meshes. They told you Legos. It's.
In like such a short amount of time, though.
What do you think I've been working on all day? Melee virus. It. My original idea was to make them move together. That failed miserably. I'll happily paste the hilarious picture though.
Oh, Michelle,
Mm-hmm.
I know why I took out your little check.
Why?
Because if your check is there for whatever reason of all the twiddling I do, it won't allow the viruses to deal a certain amount of damage when they touch you. So when they go up and to run up to you, for whatever reason, that check stops that from happening. Stops the
Oh.
damage from happening. So, I mean, I'll try to find a fix with the thing on its own, while still being able to implement that check. So
Yeah.
that doesn't happen because it stopped. I got it to where it stops happening now, but now if the melee viruses run into you, they don't do any damage.
Right. Okay, yeah,
So,
we'll deal with it. I mean, worst to worst is we take out that one single virus.
yeah, exactly.
So it's not worth like freaking out over one single instance. But it means that we can't have any other nav mesh breaks
With melee viruses.
with melee viruses.
Yes.
Corbett, what is that supposed to be? A tunnel? Capillary?
Yes.
Cool.
It was my first attempt at making getting it into the game, and like Scott had done, and my intention was putting multiples together because Project 1 failed and Project 2 failed. This is Project 3.
Okay.
So you cannot make an object that you can get inside of. So
Right.
womp womp.
Yeah.
Even if you reverse the way that it's facing, it still doesn't work. And the second one was making a tube, and just making it one piece in the tube still doesn't work. That hole is not real. So
Yeah.
making several pieces to make a tube gave me an idea for making them fluctuate, because I did implement today a timeline. I didn't put it in ours, but I will update it after Kaz, you update the new melee mesh. I'm going to put it in a little timeline so that it grows in size 0.1 over the course of 5 seconds and shrinks back down. Considering he wanted more life to it, that's what I did. But in freshening up on that skill, taking multiple pieces for these levels and making, say, tube out of it, gave me the idea to give that fluctuation of like the heartbeat or muscle movement.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing right now with the tube.
Okay.
And as funny as I said it, right when I said that it had failed, I figured out where I went wrong. So it still is a possibility.
Cool. Yeah, okay. I guess the last thing I noted was that the viruses shouldn't interact with the pickups.
Which that shouldn't happen anymore. I guess I haven't actually tested that yet. With the new
Yeah,
ones.
it still happens.
Yeah, it's hard to stop it because they're both considered actors,
Yeah,
or they're both considered pawns as well.
Yep.
Well, actually, it's just say pawns, and that's the main thing that the character runs off of. So that makes it a little more difficult. Maybe if you were able to get into the code to where you ignore collisions for this tag. So if you ignore collisions with anything that has a melee virus tag, or that might work.
Hmm.
However, I wouldn't know how to go about that in Blueprint because the collisions themselves don't like to work the way you want them to, even in C++.
Yeah.
So, and you have more freedom.
Makes you feel
Yeah,
any better. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I'll mess with that. I forgot to test that.
I mean, I'm sure everybody can get a recap of the TV show in the background from my microphone, so.
And you listen to me type.
Yep. Okay. So I have all that noted. I guess the next thing to talk about would be. Hold on. Give me a minute. Stop rushing me. You guys are mean. Okay.
You're delirious.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions about the rubric that's due for Sunday? It's due Sunday, so I can understand not having any questions right now.
I haven't even looked at it, but
Okay, that's cool.
I'm sure I'm fine. I'm sure I'll be good.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn. I thought I had it.
I mean,
Thought I
if
had
you
the
have a
fix.
question, we can still talk about it.
No, I thought I had the fix for the melee.
No.
Everything was going great.
Cool. You'll get it though. You'll be fine.
I don't. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not getting to bing sound. I'm not having him push the pickup. Are you sure you did mine?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh, all right. Jesus.
Because you said it was still pushing the pickup around. Are you sure that you used mine and not the old ones?
What are you referring to exactly? I'm sorry. The pickups in the assets folder?
No, the pickups. Okay. The viruses running into the pickups and pushing them around.
Okay.
You said that's still happening.
Yes. Which pickups are you referring to?
Were you? She's asking if you were using her pickups and not referencing the pickups that were already in.
No, I'm
The map.
referencing the pickups that were already in there.
Yeah, I haven't touched those at all. But they're, I mean, they're gone. They're dead to me. Stop making me remember them.
Well, that's cool.
Like my point is, you
Okay.
should test that with the new pickups in the
Okay.
new asset folder.
Okay. I
Because
need
like
to
I'm
try
trying
to.
to test it,
Oh, okay.
and I can't seem to get him to. But he may not be running right into it.
I need
I'm
to
just gonna
try to get
throw a
somebody.
million.
All right, hold on. Oh, he's gonna run into it. Stop attacking me.
I'm just gonna cover this ramp in pickups.
That's actually probably a really good idea.
Just have him like bowl into them.
Oh, I broke it. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, no, I couldn't get him to hit it.
But you
So
also
it's.
have to make sure that you aren't full in anything.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Here, let's do this.
I'm gonna test it with my pile. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
I'm a die.
Man, fixing the not moving thing is really.
Okay, hold on. Cameron, Cameron,
Why would you?
Cameron.
He
We should
avoided.
build a wall.
He avoided all of them.
They're like literally avoiding each of them. Go back. Go back. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Oh, I'm being mugged.
Your
Oh god,
safety.
that's so scary. Really?
Kinda
They keep going around them.
Let me actually see something.
I mean, that's not a bad thing, but
Well, that may indicate that collision is in fact activated, and the nav mesh is right, or the navigate is recognizing. That.
okay.
Yeah, he's I've like completely blocked him off, and he will not go through. So
Okay.
I call that fixed.
Cool.
Because if they explicitly do not navigate into them, then they'll never bump them.
That is very true.
I didn't intentionally make that happen, but I'm glad it is.
I'll say, but hey, it's happening. It's happening. All right.
Working as intended.
All right. No, I liked it.
UA4 doesn't.
What'd you make it with?
What kind of question is that? Could you be more specific?
What program did you use to make it?
I made the static mesh with 3ds Max.
What did I tell you guys?
But it doesn't like it because I'm scaling it up in a blueprint, and
It doesn't like it because you're using 3ds Max.
everything else is done with 3ds Max also.
I like my reasoning better. What was I gonna do? Wait, so why doesn't like it though? In all seriousness, I'll stop being an asshole for like 3 seconds.
The collision makes it so like it puts you inside of the object.
Yep.
You lose all control when you step inside of the tube, with the timeline in it fluctuating in size.
Okay.
You could red out that boss for me. That would be great.
Is it green?
It's yellow, as in I'm working on it, but I'm
On the
definitely
regular
not.
schedule.
Okay.
Regular. Yep.
Rip.
Oh, all right. Well, while I'm here, hold on. This is pass now because now it's green. Bug revised on. I'm gonna say
Oh.
yesterday.
Yeah, while you're at it, you could take out crouching from the list of things for me
Like
to do.
totally?
Yeah, because I mean we don't need it anymore. Because
Why?
we have jump pads, teleports, pickups, and virus reproduction. That's our 4 things.
Oh shit, you're right.
You could change it from crouching to sprinting.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
I'll have that done.
And the yellow, just like the cell phone company. How convenient. Alright, hold on.
You can
Needs
keep it yellow
retesting.
as well.
Okay. Needs retesting. Disappears after a set period of time. What the hell was this? Oh, that's a pass. It does it now. Yesterday. It's retested. Bug resolved on. Oh. What is this? Yep, this is a pass now.
All of the fails should now be passes, as far as I understand.
Yep. I believe they are, like I said. I just gotta go through and do it. Oh, tit. Cool. Okay. This week, we are focusing on... Oh, look, the boss!
Nope.
I'm
Well,
gonna make
okay,
the 12th
okay.
again.
Well, we have a decision. Do we
What
make
is-
the AOE the boss, or do we scrap the idea of a boss in general?
I didn't know that this was a topic.
It's a topic now.
As impossible as it seems for
Well, I'm saying to use the AOE mesh
you, should plan
as
on
the
the
boss.
AOE as planned, because we don't need a boss. So
This is true.
third virus could be the AOE and not the boss as planned, and that way, if I miraculously have time to do a boss and you have time to program it, we can still do it later. But we have a week before we can think about it.
I need to change this. Produces. I just deleted it, so if we're gonna do it, cool. If not, don't worry about it.
It's not a requirement, so.
Okay.
Yep, as long as we get the 3rd type, we're good.
I need to test that again. Hit me! Hit me!
Also, like some of that, like
Come here. Bink. Okay. Hold on. Oh, no, I have to pay attention.
You're playing a game, of course you have to pay attention.
No, that's not what I meant. Oh, you stupid things. Hold on. Okay. Me. I'm QA testing something right now, that's why I was saying. Okay. Oh, I need to test that. Oh, I forgot we have a pause menu now, and I just restarted everything. Derp.
Yep, press K.
Oh, what up, son? Hold on. Din 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 din. Jump. Now, oh, I'm gonna land right on top of them. Yes. Don't do it. Bah! It did it. All right, that's the only fail that I've noticed. So
What are? I'm confused.
the pickup repro.
What about
Oh
it?
no, yeah. There's there's nothing. No, that's not in.
What?
Because then like I gotta record how many are in the room and get them recorded when they die, and that's a whole.
So we just
I
not
can do
doing
it if
that?
we want it, but like I'm
I'm-
happy to do it, but
Well,
it's
No, you know what? I don't think you have to, because if we have them now graying out once um the asset is full, then it doesn't really matter. Okay. Good talk.
I mean yeah, I just like
No, yeah, that's cool. Um,
now I could well no.
I mean, yeah.
Because I mean like when you have the pickups reproducing,
Hmm.
then you run into the issue of like is it too easy because the player can just immediately go over and pick up. But I think that's going to be solved a lot by um, reducing the amount of pickups in the level.
Well, I was saying that too. Like I said, the fact that they're going to be grayed out eventually, once the player's full, it doesn't matter. They can't pick anything else up anyways.
Yeah.
And so once all the viruses are dead, for example, yeah, they can screw around and continuously shoot the gun so they can keep picking up ammo. But as far as the health goes, they're not gonna,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that sense, the graying out would actually fix that problem. Okay. So we have the antibodies made, we have the melee virus made, we have the range virus, the projectile. We need to get the AoE in here this week so we can QA it. Whether it's going to be the boss or not.
I don't think. Because I mean, I
Well,
like it.
the AoE's been done.
Oh, well, I mean, like actually in the game.
My thing with that is from a like larger game design standpoint,
Mhm.
I would like to introduce it in the third level.
I agree.
Third room rather.
I agree.
Because then you have like all melee and then melee and ranged and then
Mhm.
maybe it could be like the next level is melee and AoE and then the next one is all
And then
three.
incorporate all of them. Yeah.
Are we opposed to doing, at least for the first 3 levels, 1 virus per
Per what?
level?
Oh, like having a melee level, a range level, a AoE level, and then start combining them
Yes.
in the future.
That would work numerically.
Well, that's why I was curious, because I
you
mean,
could
if we're not
definitely,
going
yeah,
to end
because
up
that
doing
makes
the
it easy to
bosses.
introduce. Yeah, that'd be nice because you could introduce each unit individually, so the player gets a sense of what they need to do to combat those
Mhm.
units before being thrown in a big mosh pit.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do it that way. Okay. I don't really.
Hold on. Don't end it. Don't do it.
I wasn't gonna.
Oh, you seem like you were gonna.
I was gonna say I don't have anything else. Does anybody
Oh.
have anything else? Like I end every meeting.
Yes, I'm not ready to end it.
Okay. So the floor is yours.
No, screenshots are mine. I was just testing something with, where he said he added the cylinder and he's like, we can just add art assets and have,
Here.
me make a downward spout for the
Yep.
broken capillary, all
Yep.
that. I'm gonna get a picture real quick and see what you guys think, because do we have to do that? I mean,
No, that was
No,
just
that was just an example of a static mesh of what he would like want to see.
I mean, in
like-
the sake of importing assets for the level, is that a requirement?
Oh,
I'm so I'm confused by what you just asked.
Here's an accompaniment.
Okay. You posting it to level design?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It's small scale, of course, and not in our level at all. This is just my testing area.
hmm
and that's completely in UE4.
That's all with the starter content.
Give me a second,
Oh.
guys. I'll be right back.
I mean, I don't think you necessarily have to create the resource outside of UE4 if you can produce the right results within it. I
'Cause
think the whole point he was just making with, going into a different application and making the objects is just you have more control over the creation process. But if you can produce it in UE4, I don't see what the issue would be
Yeah.
with using a UE4 asset. Because I mean, you're still going to convert it to that asset anyway.
Correct.
The
Yeah.
only thing I think would be necessary would be putting, say, bumps on the walls and the floor, because using just the flat surfaces, even if you put the blood texture on it, is going to look pretty piss poor. As far as the piping and whatnot, that looks like, an artery to me, and it has the downward break that he was talking about. The veins.
No, I know what you're referring to. I don't know. Let me see. I think what he wants to see is like not this ramp here that just juts out of the ground. Like maybe a couple of like bumps that would almost act like platforms but not look like platforms that would um lead you up to like this. But I don't think he wants to see these giant ramps jutting out of the ground like this.
Well, if you remove the ramps and just incorporate series of tubes, you could still have the ramp in place. Just it wouldn't be so
Make
consuming it within the environment.
make a box with, go into starter content on the left there, pop that down,
Yep.
and go into shapes.
Mhm.
Use the shape plane and use like the walls. I think there's a wall in there. You might just have to use a shape plane. Make like a 3/4 of a box.
What do you do? Shoestring. Sorry. My dachshund has a thing for licking slugs, I guess. Sorry.
It's F to focus, just so you know.
Are you telling me like real life or
I don't know what that means.
like you're telling me to focus, like pay attention, stop talking about your dog?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Press the F button will help you focus on the object selected.
Good to know. Okay. Now what?
That's a beautiful 3/4 box. Put some walls. Put some walls on that sucker.
Yeah, you want to help me with that?
Yeah, drop in another shape, and rotate it so that it's lined up with the wall. It's okay
Oh,
if it
okay.
overlaps. Just make a little bit of a box.
Gotcha.
And I just want to point something out. I think we should avoid using planes and
I agree.
instead use a cube and just tone down the thickness of it. Because these planes are what's causing landscape errors. You'll encounter the same issue because planes are far too thin.
All right, let's use the shape cube then.
Ah,
It doesn't matter. It was all for visual, anyways.
Also, Dean, so on the top right of the viewpoint,
Yeah.
there's three, like on the leftmost widget, there's like a box with a bunch of arrows and a box with a circle.
oh,
The box with the circle will help you flip stuff. And then the two diagonal arrows will scale it. Because that actually puts up widgets where you're not having to guess what degree. UE4 crash course.
thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all gonna hate me in about 3 seconds. And we're back. Oh, no, we're not. Okay, now we're back. All right. So, whoa, that was actually an accident. All right. So, what am I? Where am I putting this?
You're just building a little mock-up of a room. It doesn't have to have all walls or ceilings, but I want everybody's opinion on the texturing of a square box.
Why is your movement speed so high?
I have a trackball.
Oh, that's why.
Wait, does that mean when you're running the game and you're actually playing it, you're playing with a trackball mouse?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that explains a lot.
That explains why aim's is all off, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm basically like, because I have a trackball mouse.
Do you not have a middle mouse scroll wheel?
No, it's a giant blue ball. You're welcome for that. This is it. Hold on.
I'm about to just do this.
This
You
is
guys, this is a screenshot.
how about somebody make it and then
Push
post
it.
a screenshot.
Yes.
So I assume make a room, cover it in the wall texture.
Yeah, the flesh.
You guys are rude.
You're fired.
What did I do?
You made us all want to vomit.
Why? What did I do?
Crazy movement.
So,
Um,
yeah, this is pretty much my mouse.
no one's playing.
Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, that little thing. But it's blue.
It's called flush, yeah.
I
Yep.
also have a trackball mouse, but I also plug in a standard mouse so that I don't have to sacrifice functionality.
Well, my wrists will thank me later when I don't have carpal tunnel. So, heh.
I accept what I'm gonna get in the future for what I do.
Watch you still get carpal tunnel.
Now I'm
Yeah.
getting it in like my left wrist for no reason. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I guess somebody else is making this, so I'm just gonna.
There's an image in the whole design.
That was quick.
No, I mean you could have walked me through that. I would have done it.
We all
Okay.
believe in you. We just wanted results.
Wanted quicker results.
Yeah.
Why is that one wall so dark?
It's just
Shadow.
the angle of the lighting.
Yeah, it's the lighting.
So, not to be rude, but what was the point of this again?
But to see what you guys thought of using only UE4 shapes.
So that
Because
would be
right
like
now,
one of the rooms.
Imagine it much larger.
Oh
and
yeah, of
having
course.
4 sides,
Yep.
or 6 sides rather. We could do the base level. You guys were talking about pool of blood on the bottom there.
Mhm.
Yep. So the bottom would be mostly covered. It would still be transparent though. So just the shapes and the textures. It looks kind of similar to what we have going, and then we could detail on top of it with veins and whatnot instead of
Yeah, see that I think that's what's going to be better anyway, is to use this cube as a base to
base.
work with, and then to add shapes in, because that's actually going to reduce the chances of running into these weird map glitches where the camera is going to start jutting around, because you are using these thicker objects, and putting more static objects in it should completely resolve that issue.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
guys look up in the level design, you'll see a GIF that I posted. It looks like what the floor would look like with that texture.
Level design. Up top.
Just scroll up a little bit.
Oh, I made a cube across the floor with flesh material in it. Looks like this. Oh,
Yeah.
it looks similar.
Yeah, but this shows the movement in the.
Mhm.
I definitely think we should turn down the panner or rotate, whichever is being used. Make it move a little slower.
That is pretty quick.
Yeah, I agree.
Scott did a great job on the texture. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, without a doubt.
So we're definitely going to use that. But given the fact that this is all UE4 assets, who's doing level design?
Me?
Are we excusing Scott with having work troubles? I mean, reality. Is
I'm
is
sorry.
that what
Say that
he?
one more time. I'm sorry.
Are we excusing Scott, or did he request that he doesn't have time to work on it and needs someone to pick up his stuff?
No. First option. It's assumption at this point. For the time being, it's a backup plan.
Yeah, but we need to get that from him. I don't want to
No,
just step over him and be like, okay, you're done. We're gonna
no.
just do this.
What we discussed before he left was depending on whether or not he has to work doubles because he typically works doubles overnight. Um, he's going to let me know, and I will let whoever I need to know. I can let the whole group know, but basically, we're playing it by ear pretty much. But I'm
Do you
not
know what
taking
days he
anything
works?
away from him.
Do you know what days he works all day?
That's the thing. He doesn't know either. That's the thing. He basically just gets pulled into these doubles.
I mean, does he work 5 days a week though?
Oh,
Late
I don't
night?
know. Does
I
anybody
mean,
know that?
No.
Okay.
we have
Not offhand.
we have to know his schedule. We have to know his definite free time so that we can collaborate with him
hmm
minimally.
I mean, like I said, I don't want to take anybody off anything that their role is for. It's more just whether or not he's physically available to do it.
Well, I think as a team, we found a way for him to use UE4 assets
Oh, definitely.
without getting stressed with doing, extra stuff.
hmm
Um, so I
Yeah, and
think
if we do it this way with the shapes that are pre-built into UE4, the design process should speed up pretty quickly,
absolutely.
at least within the level design. So
Okay. Yeah, like I said, that's fine with me.
That was just something that I did, seconds.
Does anyone know how to bond liquid, make a waterfall?
No.
Not offhand. Can investigate though.
As can I.
That's exciting.
Hold on.
Let's let everybody tap their keyboard as hard as possible.
maybe
Well, I found a simple
the,
waterfall material tutorial.
Wow,
Let's
you and
say
me are
press on
watching the
multiply.
same video.
And then we're gonna
Is it
we
9
need our
minutes,
effect.
28 seconds?
27.
Oh,
And
oh
that
yeah,
should
you're
give
right.
us the motion effect.
This actually
Then
looks pretty
this,
decent.
again, we're gonna change the fade. That everyone has found this useful
Yeah.
though. See you all next video.
I think it would work.
Grab this.
Oh, come on, we're already there.
And then just swap the color.
Wait, what did he do though? He didn't. No. Come on, guys.
What?
I have to see the. Does he have an end result? Because
Yeah.
I'm just seeing a flat material with the textures
To
on it.
250. So if you want to go ahead and download the files underneath
Oh yeah,
this
he
video
doesn't.
to
Wait.
get this texture coordinate node is what we're gonna
It's just a
want to
moving.
do.
It's the same
first
as
off
the
is
blood
just,
material we have now.
there we go.
Oh.
Oh boy. I figured there was going to be a full thing. I
God
went
damn
to the end to see if there was something. Um,
That was obnoxious.
Alright, this is
so we might even be able to pull a sample waterfall off of the UE4 marketplace that's provided by you know, provided free, and then just modify the watercolor
Yeah.
to a red. Because I am actually currently watching a demo for the Unreal Engine, and they do have waterfalls and stuff that's in there, and I'm kind of curious if maybe you can pull that from it.
Now.
Well, I think we need a particle effect is what we need. So any
Yeah.
waterfall you see with a particle effect, link it. I guess I will work on my other course beginning of this week, but I do need to know what I'm working on.
Yeah.
I can do some more research into this waterfall and see if I can find something, either that can be created or something that we can pull and just modify. Because it looks like it might take a little bit longer to find something, that we can really use. Unless somebody else is already on it.
Oh, for the waterfall? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I can
Since
look
I'm-
into it more, definitely, too.
Because I mean, since I'm QA, it's we're currently modifying a bunch of stuff, so I have time. So
Yeah, I mean, pretty much as do I, so I can look into it. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I mean, Corbett, like I said, it's pretty much playing it by ear with Scott. That's really, unfortunately, all I can tell you is that I can, like I said, I can get his schedule I don't know if it's not a static schedule like a Monday through Friday or whatever, but I can get you what his schedule looks like. I don't think I can get you doubles because they're kind of just sprung on him.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll try to get Scott's schedule. I'll try to find you a waterfall.
I may have found something. Once our meeting and stuff is over, I'll watch the entire video because it's about 20 minutes long.
Oh, Jesus.
And if it looks like it's actually going to work, then I can see about even creating it for us instead of having everyone else have to jump off what they're doing, and I can create it and always upload it for the group, or
Okay.
at least see if it works and then send the link.
Yeah, and then let everybody know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Am I allowed to end the meeting now?
If you want, but technically I'm not doing anything right now. Obviously, I have other classes to work on. But unless I pick back up the boss, or I understand the level, you'll talk to Scott and we'll find out the progress of that and what we need to do. So
Mhm.
be it. But other
What
than
if
that, unless there's a approval for something you guys want me to do, just work on another class.
Can you make a dummy level?
No.
you could always make the like the ramps and stuff? I know it wouldn't take too long for you, but just like making the ramps themselves so that it's kind of drag and drop for later.
They're there. It's
Oh, okay.
all the it's just using UE4 default shapes. It's all
Right.
there. And then you just fit it, you scale it to the size because you're not even making them into blueprints or anything. You're just
Oh,
taking,
right. It's just a static placement. Yeah. Never mind.
absolutely.
Hmm.
Wonder if we can just take the sparks particle and manipulate it into a waterfall.
Maybe.